got a vision, you gotta listen. Understand me while I stand over my opposition. I'm content with winning, baby, not just wishing.
Hi, and welcome back to Hidden Messages. Thank you for joining us as well. I wanted to introduce you guys to my next guest. I have Natina Marie. She is co-founder of Blossom, entrepreneur, and also a great mother. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. I look up to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I love Blossom. I keep up with you guys, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And today, as well as all other interviews, we're going to be touching on a topic of mental illness in the community and getting awareness out that people go through things and everyone is going through life.
Absolutely.
So can you let me know of a time where you felt like you couldn't talk to anyone about it or just anything?
Yeah, so I spent almost a decade at the Weather Channel. Mm-hmm. And it started off great. Weather Channel, it was a private owned company, mm-hmm. With little to none debt. And that environment, for those who understand what it means to be at a company that is flourishing and is not really worried about debt and how they're paying the bills, mm-hmm. The environment, the morale, everything was just really good. But I started off in the accounting department. It was a temp job, and I was leaving a full-time business behind, wanting to change up the environment and, you know, try to have a little more stable schedule for my daughter. She was like 7 or 8, and she was spending the night with me in my business office as a single parent, and I enjoyed having my freedom, but I just felt like I needed to do a shift for her. Mm-hmm. And so I went in as a temp, and then I just decided, I'll work in accounting while I finish up my bachelor's degree, but I need to get to the penthouse. That's what we called it.
Oh, okay.
So it was the digital marketing and technology teams, mm-hmm. Where they built the mobile apps, the apps that's on your phone, mm-hmm. and those who were managing the website. So that was my goal. And so I moved into digital marketing and moved up to that 8th floor, the penthouse, and I was super excited. So I came in that department ready to give it my all. I wanted to show my job that, here's a black girl who
right.
can come and assimilate into the environment. There wasn't many black girls on the teams that was upstairs, mm-hmm. and so I really wanted to prove that. So I already have an overachiever nature, so that. Right, and so I took that with me as I'm still a young adult, and I worked extremely hard, and so I moved around a lot and did some amazing things while I was a digital product manager. And so I managed, and what that means as a digital product manager is I managed weather.com, certain parts of the website, mm-hmm. and then I also ended up leading teams where I would create my own products that would be either on the web, and then I supported the mobile teams, mm-hmm. doing some digital analytics. So I learned so much, and it was but the problem was I really had to fight for a seat at the table. I had to fight for my income. I knew I wasn't being paid appropriately, and I'm an advocate, and I'm a rebel when it comes to justice.
And unfortunately, that happens too often, mm-hmm. especially even now. It's happening too often.
It is. And so I was firm in they will see me. Mm-hmm. I know my work is amazing, and I want to be rewarded for it. So I spent a lot of time making sure that whatever I had to do to make sure that my managers and those higher ups understood that we need equity across the board. And so just say this. I think I spent so much time focusing on that fight that I didn't realize what it was doing to my health.
Yeah.
And I just wanted justice. I just wanted equity. I just wanted equality, right? I wanted to feel as if, you know, if I'm doing the same work as this white male co-worker sitting next to me, that we would be paid equally. And for me, it was paid. I was fighting to just be paid in the range of what you know, a product manager should be paid. And so it took about almost 4 years in that department for me to finally, through a couple different raises and bonuses, to get where, based on the salary, like the research and based on the salary of what I should be paid. 4 years. 4 years later, I was wore out. Not only wore out, mentally drained. I couldn't find the creativity within myself. I couldn't find the strength to like say, I know I was a full-time entrepreneur before I came here.
Right.
But I started to feel like, I don't know if I can do this again, right? And so it was a point where just I understood that my mental health, I wasn't in a good place, right? And that I needed to do something different.
It's good you realize that too.
Yeah.
It's really
it's mental health is something that I'm an advocate for our communities to understand what it takes to when you find yourself in those positions. And I'm always the one in my family that's saying it's okay to see a therapist. It's okay, you know, to talk to someone else. And so,
it's
like I said, the one thing, I don't regret anything, but I when I talk to other people, I tell them, don't invest that much time in a place that does not align with your long-term goals.
Right.
And at the time when I started at the Weather Channel, right in the beginning, it was aligning with my goals. And that, you know, as a couple of years went by, I was able to move from one department to another department that again was aligning with my goals. But to spend another 2-3 years fighting just for equal pay and for people to respect what I was bringing to the table, it was a fight that I'll say when I walked away, I felt like, okay, other people benefited from my fight. There's still people, my friends that still work there that have a different environment now because I was really pushing. And so that is a benefit from it, but I really lost myself in that. And I ended up walking away because of my mental health. I walked away, like I had finally got the salary that I had been fighting for, and I probably enjoyed it for about 8 months.
But not only is it detrimental to your health, but if something happens to you, if you pass away just from the, I guess, you know, just a deterioration of your body as far as falling apart inside, they'll have somebody, replacing you the next day.
Right. Absolutely.
And people have to understand that about themselves. And they have to be able to know, this is not good for me, this is not healthy for me, and something has to change and I have to do something different.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, I think the problem is you're fighting for what you know is right and what you know you deserve. But and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if that fight is constantly taking you to a really, bad place, and you have to understand, you have to figure out, like, is it worth it?
Right.
Is it worth it? Is it worth to, that much stress on your body? I was a single mom at the time, and really, I had someone else to take care of. And so when I walked away from that salary and stability and said, my health is more important.
And you also walked away knowing that you did try
I tried.
You didn't let it get, you know, the best of you as far as in the end, because you did end up making a better decision for yourself.
Absolutely.
And
the great thing is I haven't looked back. I have not once thought about the work in that way, because I walked away once I worked on healing. Because I walked away and I was in a really dark place. Like,
you still had to
I
heal
was
from it.
stressed. Yes, but through therapy, lots of therapy, and just family in the village around me, I was able to kind of bring myself out of that and focus on, like, what do you want for yourself? What do you want to see for yourself? You have a daughter, like, what do you want to show her that, you know, it's now you walked away from a corporate job. How do you transition back into business and have a healthier lifestyle? And so that's, you know, that's the beauty in it, is that, you know, I did seek help and I haven't looked back.
and you know what I'm so, and congratulations
Thank you.
on getting through that and healing, because some people never heal from things.
Right.
And the fact that you healed from something like that could have took someone else. You know, people come back to work angry and they might, you know, shoot the place up or something, just anything.
Right.
You never know how somebody is going to take something that you do to them.
Right.
So the fact that you were able to finally say, hey, I need to walk away from this, I need to heal from this,
Right.
and I need to get back up and get myself together. And the fact that you are able to say, I went to therapy, I got through it, and it helped me. A lot of people need to hear that,
Right.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot of people, especially in the Black community. They need therapy and they don't even know it, or they won't realize that they do.
Right.
And the fact that you can have a thriving business and you're an awesome mom, you got through all of those things and you're still here to this day, able to get through those things and get through other things with different affirmations, and the fact that you actually had professional healing as well. Not really, I look up to that, because you know, everybody can't say that, well, you know, well, they're going to therapy or anything like that. You know, I would never do it. I would never waste my money. I would never waste my time.
Huge misconception.
But it's needed. And if you have one person that says that it's a great thing, I don't even understand why not try it, you know.
Right.
And again, everybody can't afford, you know, therapy. They can't afford psychology. They don't have health care or anything like that. But if you can, and it's an option for you, try it, because it seems to be frowned upon so much in our community.
Right.
And I just want everyone in our community to be able to open up and not hold those things in, and to learn how to heal from things.
Right.
Because everybody has something that they're healing from. So, but great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm just so proud to be able to sit next to someone that is just career minded and knows that, you know, everybody is going through something. And, you know, and even if you're going through anything now, for anyone out there that's watching, just learn from other people. It's okay to take advice from other people, and it's okay to learn from other people's situations as well. It may not be your exact situation, but it's a situation that had to be healed from. And I just want to thank you today for coming. And I want people to know where they can find you at. And please explain Blossom as well.
Okay. So Blossom is a lifestyle and media network. It's for women of color. We curate content from other independent content creators. We also create our own original content. And we have our platform where you can actually stream the content. So the platform is at watchblossom.com. You can find us on social media at watchblossom, all the platforms. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Natina Marie.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy you came.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I look up to, especially women of color that are out here really handling business and getting things done. I'm really an advocate of trying to lift each other up. And male or female, period. I mean, but women especially. I'm really an advocate of trying to lift each other up, help each other out, and to listen to what's going on, and to understand people a lot more. I like to understand people. Like, I like to know, you know, well, how did they get through that? How did they do this? What were your steps that you took? And what are things that you're doing to not go back to that place?
Right.
You know, so thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm so excited.